my alarm went off, so this is going to be a part 2 video because I no longer edit them, at least not right now. Maybe later. So the oracle card you guys got is the heart. You got the heart. All right, let's read. The heart, the home, the center, the throne. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. When light, the heart is expansive, it's knowing, it's gentle clarity. When dark, it's fraught, tangled betrayal. To go deeper, listen to Wild as the Wind by Nina Simone, okay? Some say there is a cave at the center of the heart. Others say it's a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. So they said the heart, it says either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. Right? Talking about leaving the heart vacant. And that makes me think of Aquarius, like that thin line between being detached but actually being very consumed in something to the point you kind of lose yourself, which I think is why the Aquarius is so good at detaching, because the energy knows how attached and how consumed and how deep it can get. So it's like it has to practice detachment because it's like a survival tactic. Like I can't be stuck here. Like I know I'll be stuck here if I go too deep, if I go too far. So you're dealing with matters of the heart, Aquarius, and you have there's something you're not letting go of. Okay, there's something you're not letting go of, or you're stuck. And because you also have the Death card in the reverse, this feels like you not being able to let go of something in the past. Not being able to let go of something. Kind of afraid of the change that would happen if you do let it go. There's something you're dependent on. And you got the Four of Cups here as well, when they were talking about kind of drifting off, and I thought of fantasizing. This could be like daydreaming. This could be fantasizing. It's like you're thinking about how you wanted things to go, or how you want things to go, but it seems like something here has proven that it's not going to change, or it's not going to magically become what you want it to become. You could be thinking about some regrets that you have, some remorse that you have. Maybe you made some choices in this situation, in terms of matter of the heart, that you're regretting. But I mean, that's life. If you live it, you're gonna regret something. Okay? If you're living life, there's something you're gonna regret. Am I right? Got the Five of Swords here. You know, this is change needing to happen. This is also like arguments. This could also be abuse. You know, I feel like this is describing the nature of the source of your inability to let something go. It's wrapped up in this Five of Swords energy. Like you're not able to let something go because maybe you're stuck in these arguments. Maybe you keep fantasizing about old arguments and old fights, and you know you have to change, because I see the death card as also knowing something needs to change, but not wanting it to, or being afraid for it to change, not allowing it to change. And with you got the Ace of Swords in the reverse too. You're not using your logic. You know, it makes sense to let this go. It makes sense to move on from this. It makes sense to move forward and let the past go. But there's so many emotions here that it's hard to, or you think it's hard to. You've convinced yourself that it's hard to do that. But really it's not. And also it's just all the remorse and regret is making it hard to let it go, because you haven't forgiven yourself. So about matters of the heart, when it comes to relationships, we're always thinking about the other person and how the other person makes us feel, and how we're making the other person feel, and how the relationship is, and all this other stuff. But sometimes we forget about the forgiveness of ourselves. We forget that not only do we have to forgive this other person, we don't have to forgive the other person, but the most important person to forgive is yourself. And not, that's kind of hard to do. And I'm speaking for myself. I feel like it's really hard to do. I like this curtain closed because I like the purple. Am I right? Sorry. So anyways, it's hard to do that. It can be really hard. And it seems like that's something that you should consider, Aquarius placements, is forgiving yourself, because this remorse, this regret, you know, I think you're missing out on other like potential connections, whether it's romantic or not. You're kind of preventing yourself from connecting with other people because you want this thing to be what you've always wanted it to be, when really I think that desire for something to be different is really your desire for something different in general. Not really, it doesn't have to be with this person. You can get what you want, but it is not going to be from this situation. I think first you gotta get it from you. You gotta get it from you. You gotta make peace with the past. You have to make peace with the past. You have to make peace with your regrets and your remorse. You have to embrace it. You have to make peace with your codependency and realize that that's what this is, or what it could be. You got to make peace with the fact that you didn't make the best logical choices because you were allowing yourself to just run on straight emotion. You have to make peace with the things that you did that you could have did better, with, you know, the mistakes and the choices that you thought were the best. You have to make peace with the past. You know, make peace with the damage that's been done. You know, you see, if you notice, there are 4 people sitting here with their back turned to this person. This person has a sword in their hand. They're licking it, and they're just like, you know, I won. I got them to walk away. I walked away from this. Something changed, and there's a separation now, and it was necessary. This is almost like fighting for separation. It's not like, okay, we're